Right, so what I was going on about at the last part there is that even though the owl says the island's uncharted, there's a full map of it right here. Though I guess by uncharted, he just means it's not on any sea chart, so his point still stands. We also have our own personal map, but it's not nearly as complete. But we can fix that by exploring. Speaking of exploring, time to go into the mysterious forest proper, where we have moblins and souls. When you attack a red Zol, it splits into 2 gels. The gels can't damage you, but they can slow you down, leaving you open to other enemy attacks. So that's no fun. And we happen to have a raccoon here. As a raccoon, my nose is very sensitive to stuff like dust and powder. I'm sure that information will not come in handy at all. You're gonna be lost thanks to me. Indeed. One quirky sound later and we are lost in the woods. We have been tricked by a raccoon. We should find some dust or powder to get some revenge on him, I'd say. Let's try finding our way out of the woods first. There, see? You tag a Zol, it splits into gels. Tag a gel, it explodes. Just like everything else. Just exploding. Apparently the creatures of Koholint Island are full of dynamite. Speaking of creatures, that's a Buzzblob, and that's Zora. We can't really do much about them because attacking Buzzblobs electrocutes you, and you can't really get to the Zora there with your sword. Hello there. Double double, toil and trouble, a toadstool mix makes for powder and tricks. Makes powder for tricks. Powder, huh? Well, if we find a toadstool, we can get our powdery revenge on that raccoon. And what a better place to look for the toadstool than the forest. Well, and the Mushroom Kingdom, I guess. There are enough Mario references in this game. Oh, let's explore. Uh-oh. Out of the way. Yeah, armed enemies can be dangerous. I might as well grab this, I guess. I know I didn't make before, I think the piece of power speeds up your walking speed. And now that we've taken some damage, we can show off the fairy fountain. Come to a fairy fountain when you have any amount of damage on you, and you get a full heal. Very helpful. Sorry about that, just tapped the microphone. On accident, of course. And in this cave, we have keys. And some kind of crystal we can... Yeah, enemies can, sometimes pull combos on you like that. Or they damage you and knock you into a pit and immediately damage you again. It's actually kind of annoying in close quarters like this. Let's try not to die. Oh. The green variety of Zol don't really do much except explode when you hit them. And as much as I'd love to get that green piece of heart, we cannot move those blocks above it. And those green skulls in the way. Did I just call it a green piece of heart? Oh well. Those green skulls in the way. We can't lift them. They're too heavy. Let's see if we can find some hearts. There we go. And hey, even though we can't get that piece of heart, we can get our toadstool. You've picked the toadstool. As you hold it over your head, a mellow aroma flows into your nostrils. Good to know. More moblins. More hearts. And a treasure chest. I'm sure that's not important, though. Let's move this stuff out of the way. And make our way out of the cave. Ah. Keese. Why do you do this to me? I just want to be your friend. Yeah, I should probably use my shield a little more often. Ah. Nope. Bad. Bad. Go away. Ah. Go away. I just forget that my shield is there all the time. Even though it's pretty handy for defense. Since it is a shield. Okay, let's put it up. Well, let's go deliver our toadstool, which we can put into one of our item buttons. And give it to the witch. I think her name is Syrup, but I don't know if she has a name in this game yet. I know she was at least named in the Oracle games. We'll mix it up something in a jiffy, we will. And speed up music. And we have the magic powder. It is very limited at the moment, but you can use it for all sorts of handy things, like lighting torches. Use it on your enemies and see what happens. If you run out, go to the forest, pick some mushrooms, and I will make you more. Indeed, if we run out of magic powder, we need to go looking for more mushrooms, or toadstools. Use it on enemies, by the way. Whoop. You can transform Buzzblob into Cookman. And you can talk to him, but sometimes it doesn't exactly work. I guess that was proof that you probably shouldn't go swinging your sword at him anyway. Take that. By the way, what's over here? Oh, it's that unimportant treasure chest again. Okay. Oh, who cares about treasure? We have our powder. We can get powdery revenge on that raccoon. Oh, apparently it makes bushes vanish. Hello there. We have a surprise for you. Very sensitive to stuff like dust and powder, huh? And one silly scene later, the raccoon was actually Terran. Last thing I remember was biting into a big juicy toadstool. Then I had the darndest dream. I was a raccoon. Yeah, sounds strange, but it sure was fun. A guy dressed in red with a big nose and a mustache who eats things like mushrooms and can transform into stuff like raccoons. No, it doesn't sound familiar. I'm all tuckered out. I think I'd better set a spell before I head home. Of course, you can come back and he's already gone, so... Anyway, here's that unimportant treasure chest. Which actually is apparently very important because it has the tail key in it. We can open the tail cave gate. And we have more owls. Hoot, take the key and go to the tail cave. Retrieve the instrument that is hidden there. Go now, the windfish show's waiting. Hoot! Well, he's just going to have to be patient. Adventures take a while. I mean, really. It's like a little kid in the back seat asking, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Did you get the instrument yet? Did you get the instrument yet? No, windfish. No, we haven't. Of course, we're not going down to the tail cave just yet. Because we've got one more little thing to take care of up here. Hello there. How about some fishing, little buddy? I'll only charge you 10 rupees. Sure. Here's how you do it. Use blah on the blah to aim and cast. Once you hook a fish, press the button rapidly to reel him in. And that's how fishing works usually, right? Indeed. Just like this game has the first trading sequence, this game also has the first fishing minigame. Little fish are only worth 5 rupees, so we get half our money back. But our real prize is one of those big suckers. They're worth 20 rupees, and one of them has a special surprise inside. Yes, a prize inside a fish. If you mash both buttons together, the A and B buttons, it seems to reel them in faster, I think. And even though the little ones really aren't worth a lot of money, it's best to just get them out of the way. Yep. Come on. Come on. There we go. It's a lunker. I'll give you a 20 rupee prize. Sure thing. For some reason, he feels the need to tell you how to fish every time you fish. Whatever. Hey you. Hey you. Get over here. Alright. One more to go. Probably should have casted that a little closer, but it works. Sometimes this guy's a little picky about, getting his attention. Hey you. Hey. Don't you want this? Do you want this delicious lure? Oh, you do. You decided you do want it. Oh, it's a big one, and it has a piece of heart, too. You get a 20 rupee prize on top of that. Sure thing. But this pond's all fished out. Try your luck in the sea? Okay. Did I say that? Forget it, okay? Run along now. Hey, he wants to keep all the sea fish to himself. Oh well. We got what we came for. Unfortunately, I believe that's the only other piece of heart we can get right now, so we're going to be tackling a little... We're going to be tackling this game a little longer with only 3 heart containers. Oop. Should probably unequip my magic powder so I don't waste it. Oh. Well, missed that. I have a habit of hitting the wrong button. Out of the way. Is that out of the way? Jeez. Anyway, now that we have the tail key, we can unlock this. There's a rumbling, and the door is open. Welcome to the first dungeon, Level 1, Tail Cave. But before we tackle the dungeon, let's take another quick break, shall we?